I'm back with the next construction update on the new power generation building over at AeroHub Boulevard. And in our third week of construction, as you can see, there's a lot of equipment on site putting in the cuts and fills.
I've heard several comments asking about whether or not this site is big enough for the building, whether it will provide us with enough space. And I think sometimes it's hard to get a size reference and scale for how big of a site this really is. What you see here is an off-road truck dropping off 20 cubic yards of dirt in front of a D6 dozer, and that's in the southwest corner of the proposed building. And from this angle, it looks like a big truck, but I don't think we realize just how quite big it is. So I've got a picture coming up here where I'm standing in front of that truck, just to give you an idea for the scale of that vehicle. Each load from that truck's about 20 cubic yards of dirt, or 30,000 pounds. As you pull back on this angle, you can see that dozer working in the bottom left corner. And this is an overlay of what the proposed building will look like on the site. And you can see the dozer working in the bottom left corner there of the fabrication bay. The assembly bay is in the center, and then inventory, the test cell, and the employee amenity areas to the top. That's where the break room and locker rooms are going to be. So each load of that dump truck really only covers a few hundred square feet and only 6 inches thick. And all told, this project is going to take over 1,000 loads of dirt to put in the building pad and parking lot fills that are needed before we can actually start construction with concrete and footings. Most of the dirt for the projects come in from just east of our site in a stockpile that the village of Evendale had set aside during the early development stages of the AeroHub project. You can see an 80,000 pound excavator sitting on top of the pile, and it's loading the off-road trucks. The contractor's using several of these trucks to get the dirt across the road. And we'll just follow along the truck as it goes from the pile over to the site. After the dirt has been spread out by the bulldozer, it's followed up by this steel wheel compactor. This compactor weighs about 90,000 pounds, and its purpose is to compact the dirt. Those steel wheels work like knuckles into the dirt, getting all the air voids out, and he'll make multiple passes across the dirt until that compaction level has been reached. Once the testing company has done a compaction test of the dirt, the contractors will begin with the next layer until we're up to the building pad grade.